Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio, hoping that having left my camera out here while they mowed the lawns and did all the weed whacking next door, that it's not as covered with schmutz as everything else I have out here is. I wanted to show you this packaging, plastic packaging from whatever, probably cookies, knowing me, and this is what happens to it when you cut it up if you follow along the little edges. So not every edge is perfect, but look for a straight edge. These are going to be great for acetate cards. Not only that, there's some cool triangle shapes. There's a, there's a round shape. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not as easy as I want it to be. But there's all kinds of shapes there, and I will be eventually using them, and they'll be kind of handy. In the meantime, wow, okay, yeah, that's dirt. Okay, so I'm going to take just a moment and use my studio's wet rag on my already somewhat schmutzy tile. That's all that came from today, from the yard next door. Anyway, so I have these reservoirs that I'm going to make sure don't have any residue of anything in them before I start, because most of the stuff out here I turn over, but sometimes I forget. So I made a list of colors that I like from an object, bracelets, and I posted it to my group, and I think I'm going to do an artwork with those colors, and I think in order to use those colors correctly I'm going to have to, yeah, you could just come out. I am going to have to, what? I'm going to have to try and place them in a configuration like the one that they were when they were on the object, the bracelet. So I may have to skewer a few tops as I go along. This is probably not the pink that was on the object, but this is really, okay, fine. But it's a, I think I added the golden iridescent fine medium, whatever it is. It's in the paint section next to the regular golden fluids. I like that blue a lot, so I'm going to give myself permission to use it. Now, what I never do is use copper. And I am going to spread quite a bit of that and hope that I can keep it. It's a strange color combination, but it looked kind of iridescent all on its own when I saw it on the bracelet, so I thought I would like to do that, and so I will try. Now, I didn't use any of the yellow, and it's on my list, so I think I'm just going to go ahead, and because I can, the name of my book on my Amazon link. Yeah, there we go. So, is there anything I want to make sure I have more of in there? And I think that would be my favorite Folk Art neon purple, and maybe, because we are filling up at this point, some more of that blue. And if I don't need this other container, I won't use it, and that would be kind of okay. I kind of did not overfill this one, which is good because I don't have a level surface, and when I fill it up, things go out the other end. Everything. I tried to paint a 3 foot by 3 foot gold canvas today with the second layer of paint, and I got bug legs. I got bug legs, and you name it, it's in there, seeds and stuff. So this is kind of a weird idea, and this is kind of an expensive canvas, but there was a big sale at Michael's, and I haven't allowed myself the pleasure of investing in a gallery wrapped canvas until recently, for quite a long time. I want to make sure I have enough paint on there. I'm probably going to skewer or chain, and the chances are good that I'm also going to use my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas. I'm wearing something other than my paint shorts today, and I haven't got it really nasty yet, so I'm trying to remember not to wipe my hands on my sweatshirt skirt. But I keep finding stuff I want to wipe off my thumbnail as I pull it out. Okay, that's my shovel. I may not have mentioned that I'm planning on putting scoops of paint down with a shovel. I'm going to try and keep them a little bit far apart. My dollops, my scoopfuls. It's a little cooler in the afternoon now, so that means I can get away with a little bit less thick layer of white paint. But the white paint is definitely the catalyst for making everything else work. So I don't actually mind a nice thick layer. I'm not putting anything on my edges yet. I will deal with them as the time comes on. If it turns out that I use acetate, I can definitely use my new cheat and put paint on the acetate and just rub it right up against the edges. It's gotten very bright just a minute ago, and so now I can't hardly see the difference between white paint and white canvas, even with my glasses on. But hopefully you can see all that, and I'm tempted to check and find out if you can. So before we go any further, let's make sure that you can see what I'm doing, and we'll zoom out a little bit and refocus, because I think it's on a manual setting. Okay, oh boy, here goes nothing. I'm going to throw that OXO omelet turning spatula into the bucket of water, and I am going to take my shovel right after I rub what's dripping down over the side all the way around, because if I have a bead of paint on the edge, that's not such a bad thing. Okay, I'm nervous. I'm nervous, and I don't feel like I have enough blue, and I kind of want some other blue. So I'm going to go ahead. I have this. This is the color that this is supposed to be before I changed it. So this is a Mystical Mystique from Art Minds, and it was a blue metallic. Yes, that's what I want. See, that's the absolute, that's what I want. Sometimes you just gotta give yourself, whoops, right in the paint. That might be a first. Okay. Well, you can already see that there's seeds landing from the breeze. Here goes nothing. I'm going to scrape off the bottom of my shovel. I am going to go, which end am I going to go from? I'm going to go from right. I'm going to go back and grab some more colors. Kind of taking a risk. I'm going to wish I had that other can of colors pretty quick here. I want those. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I had a different plan in mind when I started, but now that I see it, I'm not sure what I'm going to do anymore. But I am going to lead some of that paint right up and over. Now I've got a double. I'm going to take my Princeton Art Tube Catalyst spatulas and lead some stuff down. But I'm not there yet. I don't know what I'm doing at all, but I'm still having fun doing it, whatever it is. And I think it's important for me to remember I've kept all those colors handy. that I just used, so I can actually do a fairly reasonable job. Let's grab a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula and see what happens. I'm going to let some of this morph toward the bottom. I was planning on tipping, but I'm not sure that that's a happening thing anymore. It's a fleet of spaceships. I don't know what it is, but it's still kind of cool. And I'm still inclined to tip just because I can. I'm going to use a clean side of this and let it go all the way down there. I think I'm going to scrape this off and let some of it go over. Which reminds me, I have medical tubing. If I wanted to do something with that, I could. Let's see where else we want to go with the colors I've got. Kind of looks like I will have to make up another pan of colors unless I figure out what to do with this right now. But I could. It could still happen. Just scraping my iPod box out. For every last drop of color I can get, because I can. I want to find an edge catcher and let some of these drip right down onto it and throw them back on. I should have let it pool a little longer on my edge catcher. That way I would have been able to cover the edges too. But while everything's still somewhat wet, I do want to allow these things to run. While they're still wet, I can still drag my skewer and or spatula. Let's find out if I can make that level again. Also, whoops, also, if I can fill in. So what do I want to fill in with? I have a small, where's my number 2. I like my number 2. Goes places other numbers won't go. That sounded weird. So I have all these colors that I just used that I really like, and I think I want a few more of them. And why not? It's a because I can moment. What do I want? I want magenta there, and I don't know why, because I didn't put any in. I think that must mean what I really want, some of that copper. Why not? Thinking on my feet a little bit. Trying to pick and choose. What I might want. And where I might want it. To let some of it flow over the edge. I still haven't brought my chain in, and I'm still thinking about chain. I want that darker blue over there. I really could do all kinds of stuff at this point, but I think what I've been thinking about are forks and other things. So these are sort of a contrived formation, but it's kind of a neat formation. Reminds me of some of the gardens, at least with the little spiky things. I've got some colors going over the side, and I can steal right off my edge catcher, just scrape it right up. And maybe I can blend some stuff in with that later. Over here, what am I going to do over here? I'd like the breeze, except for I know what's going to happen with it. That gives me 2 minutes to tell you guys whatever I want, which is I have an Amazon link underneath the video, which contains my book called Because I Can. Thank you to everybody who's been buying it. Really appreciate that. And thanks for the great reviews too. Really appreciate those as well. If you can manage to give me a thumbs up, it helps my placement of all of my videos on YouTube, and so more people can see them, and that's a really nice thing. So thank you for the thumbs up, and thank you for the contributions that have kept me painting all this time. And if you want to join this month's contest and you contribute through PayPal or Patreon, you'll be included. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, but I'm still having a good time. So I'm going to run out of time. My artwork is for sale, at least until I win the lottery. And I want to thank you guys for all the comments. You guys keep my morale in a really good place more often than not. Yeah, I think I want to change things up by dragging my skewer up a few places and maybe down a few places too. Kind of like the white. I don't really want to separate all my colors. But I'm kind of having a good time too. I think I need this. When that timer goes off, I'm going to have 1 more minute and that's it to tell you guys whatever I'm going to tell you, which is, let me check. I have Teespring and Pinterest and Instagram. Teespring is under the video along with my paint pouring recipe. And in the description under the video also you'll find the Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook albums. I don't know if the Facebook albums are working anymore. I have a playlist on the end screens with over 520 videos on them. If you're looking for the OXO omelet turning spatulas or the Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas or anything you can't find on the Amazon link, ask me. I've saved all relevant links and I'd be happy to give them to you, not a problem. So I love you guys, and if I remember to turn the timer on again, we'll be right back. And otherwise, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I didn't use any gold, and I kind of wish I had. And I don't know if it's too late. I don't think it's too late if I so desire to add some gold. And I still haven't added any chain. And I'm still having fun mixing my colors.